Happy full moon in July, everyone. I am Sherry, your host, and welcome to Sip and Think with Sherry. And tonight, my topic is 10 mind blowing nature facts that will change how you see the world. Figured today was a great time to do that. So, we're going to take a moment to slow down. We're going to sip on our favorite drink, and mine happens to be H2O, water in my complicated beauty cup until I get my Envision Dream Zebra travel mug in. All right. We're going to discover 10 fascinating facts about nature, science, and the world around us. From trees that communicate underground to crows that remember human faces, these amazing facts are meant to inspire curiosity and spark meaningful conversations. Let me know which fact surprised you the most, and you can put that right down in the comments. Let's see here. Let's keep moving forward. I like to see myself on the screen. I have my notes off to the side. Right. All right. So, number one, did you know the moon is still influencing the ocean? Of course, you would know that if you recently watched my Dear Dreamcatcher series. I just did a letter on the buck full moon, and it talks about the moon and how it controls the tides. So, yes, the moon controls the tides. And I say it all the time. If you've been following me or you've been interacting with me, the ocean is a representation of our emotions. So if the moon can control the tides, imagine what it can do to your emotions, right? So it says here, the full moon is over because it became full at, I think, at 10:39 a.m. this morning on the Eastern Standard Time. But the tides are still feeling its pull, right? So we had a storm today. I can just imagine the flooding we had if it was high tide during the peak of the full moon. I'd have to check the tide charts to really find out. And I have not been on social media like Facebook and Instagram and checking on the news to see what has happened yet, but I will find out. Nature doesn't stop changing overnight, and neither do we. From our Buck Full Moon Dear Dreamcatcher letter, we found out that the effects of the moon happen the day before and the day after, and sometimes it can continue, which this makes complete sense to me. So, yes, the moon is still influencing the ocean. The full moon is over, but the tides are still feeling its pull. Nature doesn't stop changing overnight, and neither do we. What are you still holding on to after the full moon? Probably a lot of stuff I should get rid of and let go of. Number two, why birds sing before sunrise? Does anyone know? The dawn chorus isn't random. Birds sing at first light to establish territory and attract mates before the day's noise begins. Just want to double check that. Yep. Have you ever listened to the morning chorus without looking at your phone? A lot of times when I'm camping, I definitely wake up to the songs of the birds. But I never knew that the reason they do this at the first light is to establish territory and attract a mate. Isn't that amazing? Number three, trees can talk to each other. Through underground fungal networks, Trees share nutrients and send chemical signals when under stress. Nature has its own version of social networking. That's why they say, as above, so below. So when you see a tree, you see all the branches and everything. And you see all the branches at the top. But whatever you have for branches at the top, you also have roots at the bottom. So you can kind of flip a tree upside down, right? When I went to the Murrah Woods in California, I hugged a redwood. Hugging trees is so good for you. Think about it. Trees take in carbon monoxide and then they give out oxygen so that we can breathe. So they do the same thing with our stress. You can talk to trees, you can hug trees, you can give them your stress, and they're going to help take that away. And it goes down, and then they talk to the trees that they connect to underneath. Let's see, what do I have? I do have a tree on here. Oh, I have a tree on there too. So, see this tree? These are just the roots upside down, right? Oops. I was trying to turn it upside down. Guess you can't see. Hold on. Let's turn this light off so it won't be blinding. Oh, there you go. All right. So that's the roots. And then if you have another tree next to it, they all communicate. This one is collectible hearts. Happiness is the journey. Artogram collectibles are a great way to send meaningful, personalized messages to friends and loved ones, much like handwritten letters and messages of the past. Artograms put a special touch on your gifts to let those who receive them know just how special they are. Like branches of a tree, we grow in different directions, but our roots remain as one. A good friend of mine gave this to me. It's not out of the box because I'm in the process of redoing my office, which has taken me years and will still take me years. So, but it's still very useful. All right. Number 4, your brain loves curiosity. I know my brain loves curiosity. It does. I want to continue to learn. So I'm curious. Tell me more. Tell me more. Every time you learn something new, your brain forms and strengthens connections. It's extremely important to keep our neurons working and growing. It's part of a healthy brain. So more and more people with cognitive decline, they're like, I want to learn this. I want to do Sudoku. I want to do crossword puzzles. I want to learn this. I want to learn about that. And it keeps their mind going, right? What's one new thing that you've learned this week? For me, I know you probably didn't know this. So my husband took me to see the movie, The Odyssey. I read the book in high school, and then I read the book in community college, and I love Greek mythology. And I was so happy when he said to me, hey, I want to see the new movie that just came out, The Odyssey, by Homer. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know the movie was out. So we went. We had a fantastic date night. I absolutely loved it. And then I came home and then I started listening to the reviews. I went on YouTube and I was listening to the spiritual meaning of the Odyssey. And it just, I listened to it like 3 times. It's over an hour long. But every time I listened to it, I learned something new. And to me, that's what I learned this week. So if you didn't know anything about me and you just learned something about me today, know that I enjoy stuff like that. You know? Like, I know, I'm like all giddy. Like, oh my God, my husband liked the same stuff as me. I was so happy. It's just like the little things that make me so happy. The Odyssey. Um, let's see. So yes, your brain loves curiosity. Number 5, crows never forget a face. Crows can recognize individual human faces and remember people who were kind or unkind to them. If a crow remembered you, what would it remember? Well, I recently had some interactions with 3 crows. Now, number 1 is we have a crow in our neighborhood, and my sister talks to one of them, and it actually like sings to her. Okay. And at my community where I work for senior living, the day before I was leaving for California to go to San Francisco and the Murr Woods and Alcatraz and all that good stuff, the winery, there were 3 crows. I mean, huge. I have pictures of them. I even videoed them. 3 crows on top of the building. We were setting up for a presentation. And at first, I'm like setting up, doing stuff, and I thought a resident had fallen by the sound of the crows. And it wasn't until I got closer to the building, because I was out in the center courtyard setting up, that I was like, where is that coming from? Because you're looking in all angles and you're looking all in like your height, right? Your area or what's in your view. But it was coming from higher above because it was on top of the building. And there was 3, and they were huge, 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 huge. And they were just, and so I looked up at the crows and I was like, hi, how are you? I tried talking to the crows. So what would the crow remember about me? That I was trying to talk to them and thank them for coming over to see us. And then, of course, I was like, oh my God, what are they trying to tell me? Are they warning me about something? I do know like they like shiny gems, but it was the weirdest thing I've ever witnessed or seen. I know crows are extremely smart, and I know that they work together with wolves because I've done a series on wolves and crows. So, yeah, they never forget a face. So, I hope that they enjoy seeing my face. And it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to know if one of the crows it was following me from my house. Who knows? The one that talks to my sister. We're the same height, my sister and I, but we don't look exactly alike. But if a crow remembered me, it would probably remember me trying to befriend it, and it didn't really care. Or it did. I don't know. I don't know. I was curious. I was curious to be like, why are they here? Oh my God, how was I blessed to see 3, not 1, 3 crows? Yeah. Amazing. 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 Number 6, why we love watching waves. The rhythmic sound of waves can help calm the nervous system, making many people feel more relaxed. Have you ever gone to the beach or the water and just sat there and watch the waves come in and out, in and out, in and out. It's very therapeutic. It's almost like hypnotizing. And I love going to watch the ocean when it rains, when there's a storm. That's just something I love doing. I enjoy doing that. As far as like I get like some chowder and clam cakes and we'll sit by the water. I, growing up, used to wait for my grandfather or my uncles to come in with their boats down the channel. But waves, literally, if you haven't done it, try it. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. It's a rhythmic sound. I mean, think about it. If you try to go to sleep and put headphones on and listen to the waves crashing, it's therapeutic. It helps you sleep, just like rain helps you sleep. Let's see. What are we on now? Number 7. Did you know that bees dance? Honeybees perform a waggle dance to let other bees. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, and I have my glasses on. Honeybees perform a waggle dance to tell other bees exactly where to find flowers. So that's how they communicate. Do you guys know of any other nature's most fascinating communicators? I mean, we just learned about trees talking to each other in the underground, you know? It's like telephone. Do the trees get the exact communication correct? Who knows? But that's interesting that bees dance because they tell the other bees where to find the flowers. Maybe they it's like humans that enjoy like a good club or music at a great place. They tell each other where to find it, you know. Oh no, you should come here. The DJ's awesome, man. Good music, good music. Maybe we're like honeybees. Let's see. Number 8. The golden hour isn't just beautiful. The soft light around sunrise and sunset creates warmer colors because sunlight travels through more of Earth's atmosphere. The soft light around sunrise and sunset creates warmer colors because sunlight travels through more of Earth's atmosphere. Maybe that's why we're all so drawn to it. The sunlight travels. Travel with the sunlight. Rises in the east and sets in the west. I don't know. Is that right? Is that true? I have no idea. I guess it depends on what you're looking at with your compass. Because for my building, when I have residents come in, they'll be like, where's the sun in ratio to the building? And I'll be like, oh, well, it rises from the northeast and then it sets in the southwest. Number 9. Mushrooms are more than meets the eye. Mushrooms are transformers. Mushrooms are more than meets the eye. I love a fun guy. Believe me, I do. The mushroom you see is just the fruit. The largest part lives underground in a vast network called mycelium. I have pictures of mushrooms that have grown from trees. Like we took a tree down, and where that tree was taken down, there must be still remnants of the bark or the tree stump, because mushrooms grow from that area all the time. It comes up from underground, yeah. Sometimes the strongest growth happens where no one can see it. And number 10, a moment to reflect. Not every season is meant for blooming. Some are meant for building stronger roots. What are you quietly growing in your life right now? Me, I'm aging. So I'm growing. I'm growing into a new chapter of my life. Some are meant for building stronger roots like the tree. And the roots, maybe the roots are underground and we can't see them and they're stronger, right? We have 4 seasons. Not every season is meant for blooming. Usually, when snow is on the ground, it's a time for hibernating and growing stronger roots, right? So that when the snow melts, it has time to use its strength to come up out of the ground. I'm starting to see a pattern here. All right. So those are the top 10. Top 10 facts that will change the way you see the world, unless you already knew them. All right. So we're at Sip and Think. Thanks for joining me for that fun-filled fact. And now I'm going to turn my light back on. Blinded by the light. Remember, it travels. We're setting. We're setting. The sun is setting. Sun is rising. Sun is rising. Sun is setting. Which one do we want? Midday? All right. All right, Sherry. All right. Let's do some of your cards. Just making sure I get all of them. Let's do. We're getting into our cards now. So what I like to do, if you haven't been with me before, is I try to go over a topic and then I shuffle cards and we try to connect with the topic to see how it all connects. I probably should have a bandage on my psoriasis. The thing with the psoriasis on the thumb is that the skin heals and then you open a jar and it breaks the skin because it's so loose. So it just constantly opens and then you have to cover it up and then it heals too fast. And I apologize if I did not get to look at your topics today. I have not been on social media to see what topics you're interested in. So when I came home, I picked these top 10 topics. Interesting facts. Okay? All right. Listen, bitch. And these 3 did not want to go back in. So we've got change is good. Embrace that shit. Wolf howling at the moon. Listen, bitch. Sometimes even the strongest people need some uplifting. Use these 50 affirmation cards to remind you of what you're capable of and the love that you fucking deserve. Excuse my language. Read them slowly, repeat them out loud, and then carry on like the legend that you are. Flower bloom. But I can tell you without the stem, that's kind of what the mushrooms look like when they're popping out from the ground. And she's holding on to that root. Listen, biatch. You are in control. You are in control. You are in control. You are in control. This is the flower or the mushroom at night when the sun sets. And this is the flower mushroom during the day when the sun rises. And of course, it's a full moon. And we brought up the wolf and the crow. Okay. I do not tell these cards what to do. They tell me what guidance they want me to know. This is how we communicate. Or one way, you know. These are a little bit larger than the listen bitch ones. What I'm doing right now, these are affirmators, love and relationship. They're like self-help. Nothing wrong with being curious and getting by with a little help from my friends, right? Huh. Just noticing something. So I wanted to go outside today again in nature, but the weather, it was very stormy and wet today. So, and I wanted to make sure that I got a sip and think in for the month of July. I try to do one a month. That is my goal right now. As we grow and as I open up more time and space, maybe I can do more. Or it depends on how many topics are brought to my attention. Okay. I'm trying to pick 3. So right now I've got 2. Oh, I got 3. All right. So love and relationship affirmators. So the first one was honesty. Perfect time for the full moon is to be authentic with yourself. Okay. This heralds a wonderful time of rooting yourself in complete and total honesty. It might seem scary to tell the truth all the time with everyone about everything, but when you practice radical honesty, you can stop hiding and start relaxing. The best part is, honesty from you inspires honesty from others. What results is a rootin', tootin' trust parade, and everyone's invited, except the bagpipe players, but you know they'll show up anyway. Honesty is at the core, the root. The root, the core. Reliability. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant to a less reliable me. From now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factories. Wow. In my video the other day, I was like, I'm late for a very important date. Alice in Wonderland. Time. Time. Sun rises, sun sets. That's a time. Birds sing at the first sign of light for a reason. That is time. What time does it say on there? 8:20. Is that PM or AM? Time is ticking, Sherry. Time is ticking. 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot up in the air. Pleasure. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over the top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. So it was quiet, right? Pleasure is quiet, it's underground. Huh. It's getting stronger. Pleasure's been waiting time at my door for a long time. It doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. I have to give myself permission to feel pleasure. And I let the pleasure rush into my life with a display of over the top abundance. Hi, you joining me for Sip and Think?
No.
Oh, well, I'm on live.
No, that's why you didn't answer your phone.
Yeah, a lot of people have been calling me. I didn't answer the phone for a lot of people today.
Well, I was trying to figure out what you wanted, so you just get what you get.
I get what I get. You're absolutely right. I figured you would figure it out for the both of us. I appreciate it. I'll be out shortly. I did. I left my phone in another room so that you would have my undivided attention. But that was a dinner call. So I guess I get what I get. So now I'm working on my regular affirmators. So here it says that it's been proven that making positive statements out loud can radically improve your mood, relationships, and life experiences. I wonder if that's my pleasure. Didn't knock on the door, I just came right on in. On time. Interesting. We're getting there. Don't you worry. I've already got one. Two. I like to go in threes, like the crows. And I'm one of three girls. So, and I have three kids. So three's always been a lucky number. You know, I'm not taking that because that was like 5 or 6 at one clump. I just want one more. Just want one more. Why do I not have one of those automatic shufflers? Because I want it to feel my energy. That's why. If you use the automatic, there's what energy? It's like you're disrupting the energy. So how are they able to communicate with you? They have to figure it out. A lot of things are communicated through energy. Right? The bees dance. Right? The bees dance to tell us which flowers or where the flowers are, which flowers to go to. The trees talk to each other underground. The moon still pulls the earth and still pulls the ocean. It's an energy. That's why they say what you put out always comes back. You can't do, that's why a lot of people with this AI stuff and with all the virtual, it's a computer game, right? I mean, some of it, yeah, it depends on how well you know how to manipulate energy, but for the most part, think about it. We were talking about hugging trees and taking the stress away and the energy, or sitting there and watching the rhythmic flow of the waves going in and out to your center. Right? Okay, so there we are. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts, then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Look at that shadow. That's how it came out. Like the tree roots here. That's how I looked at that. Connection. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather related stuff. We were just talking about the storm. And we were talking about the connection of the nature. Look at these penguins. They're all talking to each other, right? Just like the bees were talking to other bees. The trees talk to other trees and connect with each other, right? All I need to do is open myself up. It kind of goes with give myself permission to have pleasure. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. The pleasure is in the quietness. It's not knocking on my door, but it's there. I just gotta connect and be open to it. And then, as usual, don't take it personally. Looks like he's ready to go camping, right? He's got his camouflage backpack on. I don't know. Is he in the rain? Is that an Envision Dream windbreaker? Don't, don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. It's a snowflake in the middle. Is that the season that covers the ground and the connections underground? And that's how that one came out. Hanging upside down. Okay. How will we end today's sip and think? It's just some love bombs. Interesting. Interesting. The card that's over here. Interesting. It has all the different affirmators on it, right? On one side. But then it has don't take it personally on the other side. And that was also one of the cards we pulled out. This is interesting. When I can find the picture of the crow, I'll post it for you. Okay, I got two that came out. You're truly beautiful inside and out. I admire your strength. Thanks. I admire your strength. It's a reflection. You're beautiful inside and out. All right. There's two sides to this. These love bombs. Why do I do kindness cards, love bombs, all of that? Because we deserve to hear those things, and not everyone hears it. It's okay to be different. You just need to be yourself. You don't need anyone's approval to be yourself. I think people forget sometimes that when we grow and learn our perception or our way of thinking might change, or it may adapt to something different, you know. I've had two blank love bombs come up. So that tells me you need to give yourselves some love or come up with your own love bomb that you're going to give out to others. Okay. It's a kindness card. That's what a love bomb is. Okay. And this one says, you have a way of lighting up a room. You have a way of lighting up a room. The sun is setting. Oh my God. The sun is rising. All right. Let's see if I can get an affirmation card. Let's open her up. Unless we can twirl her. Do you think you can come out with something? I still have not done the WD-40. Oh, there we go. Oh, life is beautiful. Pop open here. This is a pop affirmation card. Okay. The whole world is a series of miracles, but we're so used to them that we call them ordinary things. Hans Christian Andersen. Perfect for those fun facts for today, right? The whole world is a series of miracles. But day to day, we're so used to them that we call them ordinary things. Thank you for joining me for July's Sip and Think. I hope you enjoyed learning more about the world today. Send me some topics, and until next time or next month, see you soon.